Um, First and foremost, I'd like to tell everyone one thing I tell all my patients, that if your report comes positive, don't worry, you stay positive. As long as you are positive in mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, you will pull out of this. COVID is just another virus. It will get serious only if we are negligent. So there are few things that you need to know. One, COVID is spread. Initially, we all thought it was only in close contact, but now we know that if suppose someone has COVID, then the virus enters the air around that person. So the only way to prevent spread of COVID is to wear a mask. Now, people use cloth masks. Yes, cloth masks have an efficiency of around only 30%. So I would suggest the best thing to wear is an N95 mask. N95 mask and a face shield gives you almost 100% a protection. Now, I have been working with COVID patients for over the past 1 year. Since the lockdown started in March of last year, I have been working with COVID patients very closely. And even though I go into ICUs where COVID patients are there and I see COVID patients throughout the day, with God's grace, up till now, I have not gotten COVID. And the only reason for that is I wear a mask like it is my oxygen, like how we need to breathe. That the minute I step out of the house, I wear a mask. So I wear a mask and I wear a face shield. So this is a virus that is now airborne. The World Health Organization has told us that this virus is airborne, and the mask is the only thing that protects us. Now, apart from the mask, which protects each and every one of us, the next thing that will help protect us from the virus is vaccines. Now, there are multiple different vaccines which are present in the market today. So everyone keeps asking, doctor, which is the vaccine we should go in for? So in India, the two commonly available vaccines are Covaxin and Covishield. Now, what I tell patients is, whichever vaccine that you can get your hands on, please go ahead and take that. Now, statistically speaking, they say that Covaxin is better because it protects you against the various mutants also that are there. Because right now they are saying there is a double mutant, there is a triple mutant virus which is there in India, because of which it is so highly infective. But Covishield also protects you against that. So don't go into the statistics. Whichever vaccine you can get your hands on, please go ahead and vaccinate yourself. Now, the next thing that we need to tell patients is, we need you to keep your immunity high. Do not worry. So now advantage of Indians, advantage of our Indian cuisine is we use spices. We use spices we use asafoetida, we use garlic, we use hing, we use all cardamom, clove, dalchini. All of these natural spices are filled with antioxidants. So they are amazing for your body. Each one of us has this homegrown kada that we use. So please have that regularly. Now, some people do have acidity problems, so I wouldn't suggest have liters of that. Have little bit every day, like half a cup every day, morning and night also is good enough. Have a lot of natural fruits, vegetables, fresh fruits. Try and avoid packaged foods. The more natural your food, the higher in nutritive content and the more it will protect you. Coconut water, fresh orange juice or normal oranges also. Now, you will be shocked to know that Tanzania, which is a small country in Africa, is actually almost COVID free. Now, the secret for that is that they have lot of coconut water, they have lot of oranges, they are also on hydroxychloroquine, which they take regularly because they have lot of malarial problems there. So that also protects them against COVID, and they do a lot of hard work. So regular exercise, meditation to keep yourself cool and calm, and a good diet protects you and your family. Now, the best thing that can protect you is a mask. A vaccine, yes, is essential for each and every one of us. From May 1st now, the government is removing the barriers for anyone above 18 to take the vaccine. Now, why is it essential for people above 18? Because they found that children, even if they get COVID, they get a milder version of the infection. Now, COVID becomes bad for all of us because all our body hyper reacts to the infection. If we get a normal cold and cough, the body fights it off. But when we get COVID, the body hyperreacts and it spreads into the lungs, and each one of us finds it difficult to breathe. So the first thing I'm going to tell all of y'all is wear the mask, get vaccinated, make sure your nutrition and diet is absolutely at its peak. Vitamin C helps. Natural vitamin C is even much more better. Apples, oranges, bananas, all of them are highly filled with antioxidants, potassium, phosphorus, which are very good for your body. So fresh fruits and vegetables, go in for your authentic Indian diet, which we all have. See, the problem with American and British and each one of their cuisines is they are filled with processed foods. But that is none of that is there with our heritage, with our culture. The only thing I would suggest is, since we are homebound right now, I would suggest two things. One is exercise regularly at home, any form of exercise. You will do walking at home, you will lift a little bit of light weights, even climbing stairs is a form of excellent exercise. And the second thing is meditation, because you need a healthy mind and a healthy body. Now, mental health is as important as physical health, especially in today's COVID times. And the thing is, there is a lot of fear which is going around, a lot of negative information that is being spread via WhatsApp, via news. Every time we switch on the television, there is only negativity that is there. So actually, there is a very interesting study which was done in Japan. And what they did was, a group of people came together and they meditated upon water. Can you imagine? They meditated and they focused all their energy on water. And they did two studies with that meditated water. One is, they gave that water to patients who were sick, and they found that the sick patients actually healed faster than the patients that were given regular water. And the second thing is, they studied that water under an electron microscope. And what they realized is that the water in which the molecules were running randomly actually coalesced, and it was much more stable. So that is why in our culture, in our heritage, when they say we should have water which is kept in copper vessels, so that water vibrates at a different frequency. So that really helps. Copper, zinc, selenium, all of these micronutrients are there in metals. And that's how, since our times, we've been putting rings, we've been putting kadas, we've been having water which is kept in mud pots, we've been having water which is kept in copper vessels. Each one of them, in a very small way, do help us. So go and have your natural homemade kadas regularly. Just reduce the amount of salt, sugar, and oil. These three things you avoid: salt, sugar, and oil. Reduce it in your diet as much as possible, and exercise regularly. Meditation is scientifically validated to help you through this. Meditation reduces your blood pressure, it reduces your stress, it reduces your heart rate. So please go ahead and meditate. Now, a lot of my patients tell me, doctor, I am just not cut out for meditation. I cannot sit and stare at a wall blankly. When my patients tell me this, that I cannot meditate, I tell them, okay, you do something like Tai Chi, or you sit and you listen to music that helps you calm down, or you play an instrument, or you pray, or you sit and you paint. So each one of these exercises which helps you relax, which gets all your physical stress down, which gets all the stress hormones in your body down. So you do that. Exercise is as important as diet, because when we exercise, our body secretes hormones called as endorphins, and these endorphins are happy hormones. So each one of us are much more happier when we exercise. Each one of us is much more de-stressed when we exercise. And let's not all kid, when you exercise you get better bowel movements. So if your bowel is clean, then you will be much more relaxed.
Wonderful, doctor. Wonderful. We can summarize now.
Yeah. So what I would like to say is, we are all going to fight COVID together, and we are going to do this with positivity, and we need multi-pronged approach. Mask up, vaccinate, take care of your diet and nutrition, exercise regularly, and please do meditate. If you all have any questions, I am gladly happy to answer them for you.
We could take two questions. The participants who want to ask questions, we'll take any first two questions. This was a wonderful It was brief, but it was simply awesome.
One question. Seniors with the age group of us, and yes, they are with a little bit of surgical intervention. These kind of vaccinations, would they have any kind of a
No.
negative effect?
No, not at all. On any antiplatelets like aspirin, clopidogrel, or ticagrelol, you can safely go ahead and take the vaccine. Taking the vaccine is safer than getting corona. I have vaccinated personally my 88-year-old grandmother. So you all can please go ahead and take the vaccine. It is safe.
Okay.
If you all are on a stronger blood thinners like acetylcholine or warfarin, where you have to keep monitoring your INR, that is a part of the blood. So in those patients, we tell them you make sure your INR is around 2 and then you take the vaccine. But it is absolutely safe. So don't worry.
Over.
Doctor, a question from me, Yashwant Sampat here.
Yeah.
Suppose if I have taken Covishield, the first jab, and when my next dose time comes, and if I don't get Covishield, should I change over to some other or no?
No. So there are studies which say that you can mix these kind of vaccines, but I wouldn't recommend that because all of these studies are very short-term studies. Because when a vaccine is made, they use different ingredients in each of these vaccines. So even though there are studies which say you can do that, I would say you delay your dose by a week, but don't go ahead and mix and match because we don't know the long-term consequences of all of this.
Doctor, can I ask one thing? Am I audible?
Yes.
Is there an echo?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Doctor, I think there's a lot of panic which is around oxygen. I don't want to go into that scenario because I've lost one of my close relative a few days back because of that. But is there any way a person can do something linked to oxygen in emergency at home, he or she's
okay.
at
home? So there is something called as a respirometer, which you get for 150 or 200 rupees online. It's a simple.
Write it in the group. Sorry, doctor.
Yeah. So this respirometer, it is basically it is a machine to help strengthen your lungs. Okay, in which you have to blow into it. So everyone who gets COVID, who I personally treat, I tell them you start off with that from the get-go and strengthen your lungs. We usually give it to patients who've undergone CABG to strengthen the lungs. You have to blow into that machine to help strengthen the lungs. So that, and there is one more thing. Now, when you do pranayama and yoga, the two most famous things are Kapalabhati and Anulom Vilom. So I tell patients, don't do Kapalabhati, which is, don't do that because that puts more pressure on your heart. But there is something called as Anulom Vilom, where you breathe in from one side, breathe out. So this Anulom Vilom is excellent to strengthen your lungs. It also helps increase the capacity of the lungs. So in case any one of your relatives or close ones, or even you, if you get COVID, do these exercises to help strengthen your lungs. Start treatment early because early treatment and strong lungs will make sure you will not need oxygen. Okay?
Yeah. One more. Doctor, one more thing linked to this. A lot of people are trying to do hoarding of oxygen, and which is fair because they don't want to lose anybody's life. So there is something called a connector which is available in the market, which makes oxygen out of air. So is that an advisable thing to do?
That is something called as an oxygen concentrator, which you're talking about, which pulls out the oxygen of the air and it concentrates for that. But that is not really required. That is a panic situation. It doesn't really help. What really helps is early treatment. So what I tell my patients is if you have a fever, cold or cough, if you get watering of the eyes, bad taste, or you lose your smell, then please get tested early. Because when you get tested early, we can treat you early. The viral load come down and you will not get serious. There are good tablets, antivirals for COVID. So if we treat you early, you will not need to go to the hospital. You will not even need oxygen. So early treatment and early diagnosis is the key. The problem is we are in denial and we avoid getting tested. We say, nahi, normal sardi khasi hai. We wait for a week until it gets bad and then we test ourselves. So early treatment and early testing helps and you all will not need oxygen.
So doctor, what are the symptoms which are definitely belong to COVID? Because there's so many body ache, headache, this, that, So how do we know it's COVID for sure?
So one of the most common things is a complete lack of smell. So if your smell completely goes, what I tell patients is ilaichi, ghar pe ilaichi smell karo. If you cannot smell tea, ilaichi, coffee, that means it is definitely COVID. Another thing is the taste in the mouth completely becomes bad. Even if patients don't get cold cough fever, if the taste in the mouth goes, it is because of COVID. That is one of the other things. And the third thing is throat pain, severe throat pain along with cold cough. And if you're young, you might just get fever or weakness. If you're young, you might just get fever or weakness. So the best thing is you wear your mask, you wear your...
important baat kare, chup ho rahe. Hey, don't put me.
Shamim ji are not on mute.
So one question again here.
Yeah.
Regarding, youngsters who have been smoking a lot, having these cigarettes and, kind of stuff. So how do we handle those kids? How do we manage with them?
So the problem with cigarettes is there have been studies which show that with every puff, we hurt the body. We hurt the motility of the endothelium inside the lungs. So with every puff, there is a problem. So the best way to do is you have to stop it. There is no things. Now the problem is cigarette is like poison. Now poison, if you have 1 spoon or if you have a bottle, it has the same effects on the body, which is bad. So the only thing that you have to tell your loved one who's smoking is you have to make sure they stop smoking completely, because that is the only thing that is going to, because if you're young and you're smoking and you stop, the body starts reversing the process. So the body actually heals once you stop smoking. So you stop smoking at the earliest, and then you make sure that you are vaccinated and you wear the mask. That is the only thing that can help.